three.
Wonder, hit them like a gun, make them wonder. Stratosphere, John. It wonder from outer space. Let's ping them.
It's a privilege to be here. We are very fortunate that we were able to mobilize a tremendous amount of U.S. government resources to help respond in the early days of this crisis. We formed a disaster response team even before the hurricane made landfall. They were able to get here, within a day as soon as the airports and air infrastructure allowed them to come. We brought search and rescue teams from LA and Fairfax County, 70 personnel that we brought in here. They had dogs and chainsaws, and they're experts at sort of moving roads, finding people, rescuing them from difficult situations, and then almost immediately started bringing humanitarian assistance in from our hubs, activating our network of partners, NGOs, from Samaritan's Purse to the UN World Food Program. And in addition, the United States Department of War has significant assets in the region, which we are able to bring under our control. So we were able to bring in heavy lift helicopters, nearly 100 military personnel. They've moved more than 500,000, and that was this morning, and now they're doing a few more flights, so it's going to be way more, 500,000 pounds of life-saving aid. And so their work continues, and our work continues. So with that in mind, I'm announcing an additional $10 million in critical life-saving assistance to the people of Jamaica. That brings our total to 22 million US dollars to date. That the financial commitments are only one side of it. That doesn't include all the military personnel, all the search and rescue, but the financial commitments are very significant and help underscore just how important Jamaica is to the United States. And to the
NWA has been out there working very hard. Yesterday I spoke a lot about the JDF and their efforts, and those efforts continue today. The NWA has also been working really hard, and Minister Morgan has noted this morning that Westmoreland, the road to Westmoreland from Hanover is now clear. So if you're going into Westmoreland through Hanover, it's clear. Issued a release that notes that the government of Jamaica has issued an all clear following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. So we've issued an all clear. That comes after guidance from the Met Service. You heard they're no longer going to be doing any updates, and also in consultation with ODPEM. As a matter, what that means is when we give an all clear, it means that our utility company should now commence restoration and recovery operations across the island. So crews from the JPS, NWC, NWA, our works agents, our water commission, and also our telecommunications companies and other critical service entities have now and will be advised to mobilize immediately to restore electricity, water, and communication networks.
We are going to be putting in a protocol that is going to be used for the 3 airports. That will be Norman Manley International Airport, Sangster International Airport, Ian Fleming International Airport, which means that that protocol will be observed at those 3 locations to streamline and simplify the process. Donors are giving out of the goodness of their heart because of what has happened to Western Jamaica because of Melissa. We have to make their donations seamless. We have to make sure that they can come, they can offload the plane, and they can turn around and go back to wherever they are coming from and go back and say that Jamaica has shown its maturity and Jamaica has shown that it is ready for the recovery. The first point of contact in Jamaica is through these relief flights. And we have to make sure that we deliver a service that will make them want to go back and get more donations, get more relief items, rather than being frustrated and saying that their experience was riddled with incompetency and bureaucracy. So I just want to say again, thank you so much for the outpouring of love and support that has started already, and Jamaica will be ready to receive all of your donations in cash, kind, and whatever else. I'm happy to say that we have gotten away with minimal superficial damage in isolated areas. From all indications, after discussions with the JCAA and the AAJ and the operator, that we should be in a position to get the airport back reopened as early as this afternoon. They will finish their assessment and report back to me within an hour, hour and a half, and the country and the world will be told. That is immediately for relief flights, which we have a number of requests pending, and secondly, commercial operations. I've indicated to them that that is priority. There are people that we need to get out. There are people who are here stuck as tourists and locals who are here on vacation that want to go back, and there's a lot of anxious Jamaicans and other persons who want to help that want to get in. So the objective and the mandate of the government to the operators and AAJ is to give me the good news this afternoon. We are now moving on to Montego Bay because that's where the majority of the damage has been to the airport and other areas and parishes around, and that is going to be critical to the recovery based on the distance that will have to be traveled from relief flights landing in Kingston and the stuff being needed for Western parishes. So again, I'm hoping that later today I'll be able to indicate that at least we can open Montego Bay for staging for relief flights as a start. But that is only the start. The instruction and mandate by the Prime Minister is to open back as quickly as possible.
We know that there are many families that have not been able to be in communication with their loved ones. And we know how painful that is. I've gotten the calls, I've seen the messages. People are just desperate to hear from their family. Please know that we're doing everything to get into those maroon communities. So we have had our JDF crew, they are going on foot. They are clearing rubble to try to get to those communities. So we understand the pain you're going through, but know that we're not going to stop until we get to everyone.
The Barnett River overflowed up to 16 feet of water, covered sections of Montego Bay, Westgate, Catherine Hall, Howard Cook Boulevard, the Freeport, Alice Elmire Drive, Barnett Street. Public infrastructure was severely impacted yesterday in the city of Montego Bay. The infirmary was damaged. The municipal corporation, 2 floors was flooded out. Jarrett Park, where the homeless population was housed, we had to remove them to a different location. The St. James High School was being used. There are problems there. We know what is happening at Sangster International Airport, and following the tour, as Minister Dixon said, there will be a full detail on the state of the Sangster International Airport.
Thank you so much, Premier. Thank you for leading this delegation to Jamaica. As you know, Jamaica and Cayman go back many decades, centuries. So on behalf of the people of Jamaica, I want to say thank you this morning for being here, bringing gifts for us. They are greatly appreciated.
This is just an initial load of about US 200,000. We are pledging 1 million, actually 1.2 million US,
yes,
because we know our shared history. You all were there for us, for Ivan. We stand with Jamaica after Melissa. God bless you all, and you all will bounce back stronger and more resilient.
Thank you so much. Yes.
The Jamaica Cyber Incident Response Team, Jamaica CERT, is issuing an urgent alert to the public in Jamaica and worldwide regarding the emergence of fraudulent websites attempting to exploit generosity in the wake of Hurricane Melissa. Up to last night, we identified 8 such sites, and just now it has been updated to 28 sites that are attempting to divert contributions, donations from legitimate sources. These malicious actors are creating fake websites with names deliberately similar to Jamaica's official donation portals. We have identified some of these domains as JamaicaHurricaneHelp.net, JamaicaHurricaneHelp.org, Jamaica-Hurricane-Help.com, MelissaReliefJamaica.net, MelissaReliefJamaica.com, MelissaReliefJamaica.org, SupportJamaicaGovJM.com, SupportJamaicaGovJM.net. And you recognize that the last two are very much similar to our official website. The only legitimate government website for Hurricane Melissa Relief donations is https://www.supportjamaica.gov.jm.
Talk, ting,